Are you aware of the devastating impact that wildfires can have on our environment? Wildfires can cause irreparable damage to our ecosystems, destroy homes and communities, and even cause loss of life. This is a problem that requires urgent attention and concerted efforts from everyone. Before moving on to how we can combat forest fires, it is crucial to understand why awareness is the first step. By raising awareness about the causes and consequences of wildfires, we can empower individuals and communities to take preventive measures and act quickly when a fire occurs. Awareness can also help garner support for policies and initiatives to prevent and control wildfires. Our world has been facing fires, both natural and man-made, for centuries. Long before forests existed, fire was present on Earth. Natural life has evolved to cope with forest fires. But the situation changes when it comes to human-caused fires. Humankind's learning how to make fire and the transition to a settled agricultural society coincide around the same time. Although starting a fire is considered one of the major technological revolutions of that period, it was also the starting point of the ecological destruction we are experiencing today. The transition to agriculture by man, who had previously lived in forests, led him to set fire to forests in order to create pastures and agricultural fields. This is considered to be the beginning of forest burning. Why do forest fires occur? A forest fire starts when three basic ingredients come together: oxygen, fuel, and heat. Without these three components, fire cannot occur. For example, it is impossible to start a fire because there is no oxygen in space. Oxygen is an element in the air that, when combined with a fuel source, provides the molecular environment necessary for combustion. But the amount of oxygen is also important. Too much oxygen and the fuel will not ignite and will vaporize. Too little oxygen prevents combustion. The balance between vapor and oxygen is known as the explosive or flammable limit of a gas. For a forest fire to become a major disaster, there needs to be plenty of fuel, a period of dry weather to dry the fuel, and something to ignite the fire. Forest fires are sad events that destroy our natural beauty and cause irreversible damage. Understanding the causes of these fires is of great importance in preventing them. The majority of forest fires are caused by human activities. Carelessly lit campfires, uncontrolled debris burning, deliberate arson attempts, and sparks from equipment are among the factors that increase the risk of fire. The improper disposal of cigarette butts in forested areas can also cause fires. Natural causes can also trigger forest fires. Conditions such as lightning strikes, extreme heat, and drought increase the risk of fire. It is very important to take preventive measures to avoid forest fires. Here are some simple measures we can take as individuals and communities. When camping or using an outdoor fire, follow the fire safety rules set by the authorities and ensure that the fire is completely extinguished before leaving the area. Never throw cigarette butts out of car windows or in wooded areas, but throw them in the garbage after extinguishing them in a closed, fireproof container. Not littering in forested areas. Knowing that flammable materials such as glass and plastic increase the risk of fire. Learn about the causes and prevention of forest fires and try to raise awareness of those around you. If you encounter a suspicious situation, report it to the authorities as soon as possible. Preventing forest fires is the responsibility of all of us. We can contribute to protecting our nature by being conscious about this issue and taking the necessary precautions. Let us not forget that forests belong not only to us, but also to future generations. It is our duty to protect them. The United States faces massive wildfires every year. These fires not only cause extensive property damage, but also endanger human lives. So what are the causes behind wildfires in the United States? Rising global temperatures are increasing the frequency and severity of weather events such as drought and extreme heat in the Americas. This makes forests drier and more susceptible to burning. Human activities such as careless campfires, uncontrolled debris burning, arson, and sparks from power lines are among the most important causes of forest fires. In some areas, forests are not adequately maintained. This leads to the accumulation of dead trees and flammable vegetation, increasing the risk of fire. Some insect species can damage forests, making them more vulnerable to fire. Forest fires not only cause material damage and loss of life, they also cause many negative impacts such as air pollution, water pollution, soil erosion, and loss of biodiversity. Can our disappearing forests be revived? Forest fires are sad events that destroy our natural beauty and cause irreversible damage. Forests that are able to regenerate themselves after a fire are considered fire resilient. Species in these forests are ecologically adapted to recurring fires and have the ability to regenerate in post-fire conditions. Ecosystems are naturally capable of self-renewal. At this point, external interventions can damage the ecosystem. Improper afforestation work, even if started with good intentions, can damage the natural environment. It is best to leave nature alone and take into account the recommendations of experts on the subject. However, there is also a worrying situation. A growing number of scientists believe that the increasing frequency, intensity, and scale of fire is exceeding the capacity of ecosystems to recover. Vegetation needs between 25 and 250 years to reach maturity, depending on species and growth rate. The shorter the time between fires, the harder it is to achieve this recovery. In addition, when forests regrow after burning, they are smaller, younger, and drier than before. This reduces the carbon storage capacity of forests. So what can we do to protect our forests? Our forests are not only a source of oxygen and a green space, they're also natural wonders that are home to many living things and provide many benefits. Protecting them is not only a duty to nature, it also means protecting our own future. Fires are not the only enemy of forests. If we want to continue to benefit from the forest products we have enjoyed for centuries, we must also contribute to their survival. There are many simple things we can do to do this. Choose durable and long-lasting furniture. Instead of replacing your furniture frequently, choose sturdy and durable products that you can use for many years. In this way, you can prevent unnecessary consumption of forest products. Avoid lighting fires in the forest during activities such as picnics and camping. If you have to light a fire, do so in designated areas and take the necessary precautions. Remember to leave the picnic area clean. Afforestation is an important tool for the protection and regeneration of forests. Make sure that tree species native to the region are used in these efforts. In this way, you can help maintain the balance of the ecosystem. To learn about the richness and diversity of our forests, try to get to know the tree species native to our country. This will increase your respect and awareness of nature. Many trees are cut down to produce paper. By using recycled paper and reducing paper consumption, you can contribute to protecting forests. The ever-increasing need for energy triggers the construction of new power plants, and thus the destruction of forests. You can help prevent this destruction by saving energy. Let's prefer accommodation that respects nature in touristic construction. When visiting forested areas, choose accommodation options that cause the least damage to nature, such as tents and camping. In this way, you can prevent the destruction of forests. We all have a responsibility to protect our forests. We can contribute to protecting our nature by being conscious and taking simple precautions. Climate change and forest fires. How are they interrelated? The relationship between climate change and wildfires is, unfortunately, quite simple and alarming. Rising temperatures accelerate the evaporation of moisture, which dries out plants and soil, making them more likely to burn. When hot, dry winds blow, even a small spark in an already dry area can quickly turn into an out-of-control fire. Given that global warming is an undeniable reality, every individual in society has a role to play in adapting to this hot future. At this point, it is of great importance that experts raise public awareness and develop ecologically appropriate measures and policies. In conclusion, the best way to fight forest fires is to take the necessary precautions and be conscious before the fire breaks out. It is critical for every individual to be sensitive and take the necessary steps to prevent major disasters in the future. What do you think about this issue? What are your personal precautions for forest fires? Please share with us in the comments. As we come to the end of this video, we would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We hope you enjoyed the content and information we shared with you. If you did, please click the like button below. Your positive feedback motivates us to create more informative and engaging content. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to make sure you never miss a video. By subscribing to our channel, you become an active member of our community. Your participation inspires us to create more content that matches your interests and preferences. So thank you for being part of our community. Hope to see you in our next video. Take care and goodbye.